Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of September 9th. In this week's 2-Minute Warning, we've got an update for you on some important issues which could impact shippers in this year's fourth quarter. There are always a lot of things going on in the transportation industry, but we want to take time out because there are a couple things going on right now that you need to be aware of. At the top of that list is the likelihood of a strike at our East Coast ports when the contract between the USMX, the companies that operate the ports and the terminals on the East Coast, and the ILA, which is the union representing the workers at those ports. There's a significant gap. One of the things I learned when we got a notice last week from the Knit League, and I've been on the board of Knit League forever, and it's a great association that keeps people up to date, is that this gap may not be reconciled by September 30th. What will happen if there's a strike? Well, a couple of things. Well, you may be thinking, I don't have a lot of shipments into these East Coast ports. One of the things that happens when there's disruptions at the port is affects the capacity in the truckload market. And that's because this capacity is shifting based on what's occurring. We saw it last year when there was an issue at the West Coast ports. We're starting to see it this year with the situation at the East Coast ports as companies divert traffic away from those ports and put them out to the West Coast. Now that provides us with an opportunity to take a look at how are we operating and are we planning ahead. And on the planning ahead category, one of the things we want to make you aware of is we've been having some great conversations with folks that have taken advantage of the Calendar option to have a one-on-one conversation with us about what's going on in the truckload market. There are signs that this market is rebounding, which is why we've said to people, if you are going to be going to the market with a bid, an RFP for truckload services, sooner is better than later. And the reason for that is because as the truckload carriers fill up the capacity, they will in essence raise rates. Now, as sourcing experts here, Transact has a wealth of information we'd love to share with you on how you can manage through things like this East Coast port situation, how you can conduct the best possible sourcing RFPs, whether it's in the LTL, truckload side of the equation. It makes no difference. We'd love to share this information with you, and not only share it with you, but give you some ideas about how you can look at things strategically instead of just tactically. Tactically says we want to get the best possible rates. Strategically says we want to get the total lowest possible cost. Big difference. So if you're interested in learning more about how your company can get the best possible lowest cost, give me a call or send me an email. We have all this information and we love to share it with you because at Transact, we're here to remind you, we are on your team, we're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.